Hello, right now I am trying to understand a discipline and I understand one thing. The discipline is the most important thing in our lives. No matter how hard you try to make a plan accordingly, to make you really easily and quickly rich, you can do it and you can make a pretty accurate plan for becoming successful, becoming millionaire. I'm 20 years old, I can do it. You can do it. If you don't believe the school system or some bullshit like that and you have a little bit awareness upon life and money, what is going on in the world, you can make a pretty accurate plan for becoming successful or millionaire or earning $100,000 in 6 months, etc. You can do it. You can create a business from zero and you can make a plan. You can try. Of course, you are gonna fail. You are not knowing everything, but you can make a plan, fail, and then continue to your process and become successful easily with your plans. Actually, it is simple and you don't have to be a genius for becoming successful or creating a business. It is not that hard. The hard one is emotional control. And if you don't have emotional control, if you can't control your emotions and urges, you are just a leaf in the wind. You are just flying. Do you understand? Look, the most important thing in your life is controlling your emotions. If you don't control your emotions, if you are unable to understand your mind, your dopamine system, how your mind is working and how your emotions, urges, tendencies are controlling you, how your unconscious brain is controlling you. If you don't understand these things, you cannot control your emotion and emotions is going to control you. And emotions are stupid as an animal. If you don't have emotional control, which is discipline, you are just a mammal. You are just a mammal. And mammals, as we know, can't execute any plan. If you have no emotional control, if you have no discipline, nothing gonna help you. Nothing. You can learn the secret of the life and you cannot implement it into your life because you are not disciplined. Your emotions are controlling you. You are planning that, okay, for 1 week I'm going to do that, and the second week I'm going to do that, and end of the month I'm going to become a person that has this skill or habit. I am planning that. Alright, and 3 days later you feel so bored. You wanna play so much video game. It is really exciting you. You wanna play a little game, and you are gonna convinced by this instant emotions and you are gonna play a video game and you are gonna procrastinate and you are gonna be failed. If you have no discipline, you have no control over your lives. And if you have discipline, if you have emotional control, which is the most rare form of power in our modern world. If you have emotional control, you are the most powerful man on the planet Earth. If you don't have, you are the weakest man in the planet Earth, like most of the people. If you have no emotional control enough for executing a plan to your goals, you fucked. You have no control over your life and the systems around you and the systems owners is gonna benefit from your weakness. Life is a war actually, and you know that. If you have no control over yourself, someone gonna control your emotions, manipulate your emotions like TikTok, Instagram, and they're gonna take your attention and make money for their systems. You are gonna be a puppet, a slave for their system. You are gonna control yourself or someone else gonna manipulate your emotional states and you are gonna be a slave for their system. You are gonna control your emotions or your emotions gonna control you like a mammal, like an animal. You should understand that first. The first thing that we must understand for becoming disciplined is the discipline is the most important thing that we all should learn for becoming master of ourselves. Becoming disciplined is the most important thing we all should do in our lives. Without this, nothing matters. I'm going to... No, Haydar. I am going to the gym. I am going to gym. Okay, that's a good habit. You are going to gym consistently. You have muscles, alright. But in the other areas, you have no emotional control. That is not discipline. That is just a habit that you earned from maybe your early childhood. Maybe your life become this way and you become a gym person. Alright, that's a good habit. You are playing really advantageous. Alright, but this is not discipline. Discipline is becoming aware about your emotions and their control upon you and becoming a master of yourself. controlling your life, modifying your life accordingly to your plans, doing the right things and don't doing the wrong things. You understand that, this thing in my life is really bad for my life. Alright, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to smoke anymore. And you felt some instant emotion and you smoke again. If you go to the gym, if you do some good habit consistently, that's good. But it does not mean that you are disciplined. But it is a good thing. This is another matter. You should understand the discipline itself. The discipline is understanding actually. Discipline is becoming aware about your life. What is life? What is my mind? What is going on? Why I am like that? How can I have more control over my life? How can I do that? This is not simple and a complex question, but not that hard. Don't make up things hard in your mind. That's pretty simple, but complex at the same time. And if you want to be successful, you should understand the discipline step by step. What is the emotions? What is the addictions? What is the modern world is doing to my mental health, my dopamine system? What should I do? How to use the external resources to become disciplined? Like going to the cafe for work, teamwork, etc. Going to a walk. When you wanna smoke cigarettes, you're gonna walk in outside instead of smoking. Replacement, the habit, etc. There is tons of tactics and tons of things that you can do that's gonna help you to become disciplined. And all of the things are actually at the fundamental is understanding the discipline. And at the first, I want to share with you that the most important thing that you should understand is the discipline. Becoming a disciplined person is the most important thing in our lives. Becoming disciplined is most important thing in our lives. Without being disciplined, without having an emotional control over our lives, we are nothing. Without discipline, without emotional control, without being able to execute our plans, we are nothing. Without emotional control, we are just animals. Understand that and take it seriously. I'm going to share with you so much valuable thing about discipline, and first I'm going to share with you a video which is pretty long. I think it's gonna pretty long, and it is gonna have an article in my Medium page. Tomorrow I think I can share it with you. I'm just working on it. I'm reading so much articles from so much resources. I am reading some books about it, like Education of the Will by Jules Payot, my favorite book right now. See you later. You're gonna be happy to see this video, I think. Thank you very much. I'm Haydar.